All right, good morning, everyone. I really want to kind of set up and say this here. African Americans are not responsible for this virus. The reason why I brought this up because you got some people on Facebook posting this like, oh, it's the whole dispute in Detroit. A lot of people are not following the social distancing or the stay-at-home orders. I know that they going over 6 feet as far as like seeing each other when they go into public spaces, and they're trying to patronize non-essential businesses. Now, that's only a select few, but when you look at the grand scheme of things, African Americans did not create this virus. Was created in the lab. We understand that in China, and it's something that's out of our control that just went uncontrollably. Okay, and I mean, you got other people, other races of people that are actually spending on foods in grocery stores. Getting caught, but they're not getting the mass media. So all that is just a propaganda. It's just to turn us against each other. That's all that is, man. So it seemed like it's really interesting how they can just every time it could be an epidemic or any pandemic, they're going to blame one specific group of people. I mean, it's just to really turn us around, because once you continuously hear that and see that on the media, then you're going to start believing it subconsciously. So I just want to tell these people, like, it's all a propaganda thing. They just want like to enact like some type of like spiritual civil war in a way, like, oh yeah, it's always African Americans doing this, doing that. Like, no, it's no, even if they just sold a bunch of Italians not doing what they supposed to do, like at the end of the day, we're all in this together. We as the American people are just the puppets of this. We just the experiment. So I mean, at the end of the day, we have to just focus more on our families, our family structure. Like I stated before, stocking up food and water, things that you can do. Hopefully they won't, we won't experience any type of famine that will be going on in the future. So we have to, just arm ourselves, all this stuff, protect ourselves. Good, get into commercial, not commercial, but our neighbor and relationship building, understanding your neighbor, because in order for us to combat this, I stated in my podcast previously that we have to know who the enemy is. In order for us to destroy the enemy, you have to have a team. You have to be organized. You got to understand the mission. All right, you got to orient it. That's the only thing. Navigation, all that type of stuff, man. To see where you're going and what to do and how to take alternative routes. Maybe when you go on to work, is there a riot? Do you got an alternative route to get where you need to go in your destination, man? So all this stuff comes into play. So I just want to sit up here and set that disclaimer. It's a That's just really wrong. I'm not gonna sit up here and just really believe what the media is saying. Like, okay, yeah, African Americans doing this. Yeah, you got some there like violating that, but at the same time, they're not the only one. We only like what the minority, far as like the population in America. 10%. So that's all it is, man. I just want to get up out here. But we have Rashaan Davis. He was an individual from Cincinnati, man. He decided to he wrote the since the Ohio stay-at-home order. He went over 6 feet, and he was just like, just coming up with a party or whatever, someone get together, 50 people at a Shell gas station. And the way they called him, because where the cameras, and he was went online on Facebook, and people shared it on YouTube. It went viral from other people, and he was the main one who was the host. And which interesting enough, because the grand jury is gonna probably open around July because it's COVID-19 stuff. He's gonna be in jail for months in that time being before you can hear a trial. Now, since July come, if you see, even charged with a second degree misdemeanor, and with the misdemeanor you can be in jail for 90 days to a year or two, man. So it's really really crazy, man. Even though it's a little petty crime, it's not too bad, but that's still gonna be on your record, because say when all this is done, now you got to get out, brother, and try to find a job, try to find things you want to do. I understand that it's very difficult. It's something out of your control. You still, you want to make a name for yourself in a way, and you want to continuously, just I don't know you personally, but you just being told what to do all the time all your life. You're like, man, forget this, man. Like, and this is a perfect time to get some clout or whatever. But you gotta understand the future, man. Yeah, it sucks. Like, things are happening in America that is completely out of our control, economically, spiritually. It's all prophecy. But you just gotta learn how to play the game, brother. And if you just stay at home, man, and just focus on being more productive, acquiring new skills. I mean, it's people that may not have any jobs, that may be very depressed, and I can understand that when you have an idle mind, yeah, you're gonna do whatever you want to do that comes to mind. You think that's cool in that particular moment, but based off your feelings. And you know it's it's sad, man. Just you don't want to be in jail in this worst time, because I believe that his attorney should very continuously fight for him, because now he's very susceptible to the disease. That's the only thing too, because he's in prison. There's people in jail that has it now in the county buildings, and it's ridiculous, man. But I was afraid that he doesn't do too much time. You know, I don't think he should do too much time, but yes, he should get like maybe a fine, but in prison, I don't know, maybe trying to make an example of him so other people won't do it. But we gotta take some control over it. Everybody's suffering. I don't care if it's economically or emotionally, man. It's people that's getting affected by it. But just kind of reverse that, turn the negative to a positive, put you on your mindset. Read, play some video games if you have to. Trying to find out a way, invest into some businesses, man. Start a business, reflect your life. Just spend your day calling people and giving them words of encouragement. It's little things that you can do. But I just want to go ahead and report to Rashaan Davis, man, 25 years of age. Will just be a learning lesson for him though. But it's not your fault, man. Don't You still can bounce back from this. But just know that, hey, the law is not in your hands, and you just have to abide by the rules. Something that you didn't do, that you didn't create. You just so happen to be here. We didn't ask to be here, and but that's just all I know on my rant on that, man. But this way you don't have any health complications. So you guys continue to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the new subscribers and people who's been sharing my channel. If you want interviews, just please email me at writing9312@gmail.com or message me on Facebook. You guys take care. I'm out. Deuces.